Nina
and Ashley back with the bullshit.
and this is the Young and Getting It podcast.
You're
Episode 36.
Say it right.
We go to New York. Goes to New York once.
I'm gonna have my Timbs on at the beach.
Right.
I honestly really love my Timbs though.
That's funny because it's really like goes to New York once, has a pair of Timbs, and starts saying Europe.
But we used our Timbs for London too.
We did.
So it counts.
It was cold
counts.
and raining out there,
Yep.
so it actually was perfect for London. But just so you guys know, you can find us at Young and Getting It podcast. There's no G at the end of getting. There's an apostrophe because we're millennials. So you're gonna search on Apple Podcasts, Young and Getting It podcast. You can subscribe on there. You can rate and review, and we would really appreciate a review. That would be so awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening. By the way, also same thing, Young and Getting It podcast on YouTube. We have our visual videos of when we have special guests, and we also have just regular audio tracks. And so if you guys want to listen Breakfast Club style, you can definitely go on YouTube, search Young and Getting It podcast. You'll find us. Subscribe on there, leave a comment. We love it. Also, soundcloud.com/WeAreYAGIP. You're gonna follow on there. I did that on the last episode. That's funny. We would love you.
When I could do that shit.
We would love
Support us and shit.
Exactly. We would love if you followed on there. Leave a comment. Follow us. We enjoy the interaction. We're also on GooglePlay, Stitcher, and Pocket Casts.
And of course, we're on Twitter and Instagram at YAGI_podcast. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/YAGIPOD. We also have our website, www.weareyagip.com. You can also email us at our email, ashleyandninapod@gmail.com, or hit us up on our number, which I need to find because, of course, a bitch ain't remembered it yet.
Definitely don't know that shit by heart.
It is 323-486-3811. So shoot us a text. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about. Let us know some constructive criticism. Don't send dick pics, and questions are always welcome.
Yes. And so you want to lead us into our fantastic topic for this week?
So last week we mentioned ways to make money. I feel like we talk about that a lot, but I mean, if you really about the money, you're going to talk about it all the time. And so this week we are going to talk about the 10 shared traits that all billionaire entrepreneurs have. And in this day and age, a lot of millennials are skewing away from the standard 9 to 5,
typical
working for somebody. Like, everybody got their own hustle now. Like, we also mentioned that too because some of y'all are annoying. But one of the things that is the number one thing on the list that all billionaires have in common is the insatiable desire for money and success.
Yes.
So our podcast is for helping y'all be successful, and we also talk about money a lot. I think me and Nina are well on the way.
Yeah, I'm insatiable.
Yeah.
I have that insatiable, not necessarily insatiable for money. My money part is satiable.
Mine's more like success, because I know success means money.
Because the money thing is only temporary. It's just to get us to paying back our student loans to where we're just kind of cruising. We just want
to buy in a house,
right?
Whenever that will be.
We just want to get those basic assets that everyone needs to live a good life, and then like obviously money is good, but success is what's important, because success is where it gets generational, and where like your kids will, they'll benefit from the stuff.
Generational wealth.
Yeah, and they'll learn your hard work too, because we'll be like, y'all niggas wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for the shit I did. So
exactly,
get it right, so
get it together.
And I feel like a lot of us do have that insatiable desire,
and some of us think we do. And you always talk about having money, you're flashing money, but you niggas is broke as shit.
Yeah,
I mean, at least your mind's in the right place. We now just have to make sure the actions go along with it.
Right.
Another number 2 on the list is the entrepreneurial mindset. So if you want to be a billionaire, you got to think like one. You have to be able to have your own drive, have your own motivation, and just know for a fact you ain't about to be working for nobody for forever. Like, because Nina and I know right now our jobs that we have are a means to an end. I got student loan bills to pay. I have gas to put in my car. I have money to give my dad for bills that he pays for me. Like, bitches gotta pay shit. But I know at the end of the day, this isn't gonna be my end all be all, and that's why Nina and I, we do want to start a business, and we've started doing research on this. We've made a whole like board to have our research organized on it, and we're trying to make sure that we find every little single thing that we need to run this business. We have it. We're watching other people that have this business or are on their way to having that type of business and seeing what they're doing wrong so that we don't make the same mistakes.
And what they're doing right, so we don't have to learn the hard way.
Exactly, because the best mistakes you can learn from are somebody else's.
Right.
I will say that until the day that I fucking die, because I ain't trying to make no more mistakes no more.
Right.
Even though mistakes are usually unplanned.
Right.
I'm not trying to make them.
Especially as a business owner, when the fail rate is so high, like you kind of have to just like figure it out as it goes to a certain extent where people can't help you. So yeah, that's definitely something that you all need to have, organization.
Oh yes. Another one, number 3 on this list, is relentless work ethic. So plenty of nights Nina and I have stayed up to like 3 a.m., had to be up at 6. Well, at least me, I'd been up to like 3 a.m., had to wake up at 5, go to work. And it's all either because I needed to get something done that I either procrastinated or I just didn't have enough time in my life to get it done, but I made sure I got that shit done. Like, because to me, it's like, it's sleep. I'm gonna be tired. You always gonna be tired. No matter what, you're gonna be tired. It's just you having the willpower to overcome that willingness to go take a nap instead of go do something else. Just like push yourself. Yeah. But don't push yourself too hard, because I saw King Vader saying this too, like how he stayed up all night editing a video and then he went straight to another shoot. Like, and he was saying, yeah, I'm not telling you guys to do this. He's like, but I'm just showing y'all the hard work that I put in because I know what I want for myself.
Right. People really think that if they work hard for like a short period of time that they deserve it. And unfortunately, it's not like that. Like you have to think about all the famous rappers out there. Like, even though they're making like mumble rap, it's like
they still making bops to somebody because they pay.
But these niggas worked so hard to get noticed. Like, imagine people like Future, like, because I remember when he was new and like people were not fucking with him, and like he couldn't sing, like he still can't sing, but like, he sounded terrible and he was still trying to sing. Like, imagine how many of those songs he had to make before people were like, this nigga is on to something.
Like, he got some hits,
like all these artists, and it's crazy seeing Tiffany Haddish videos of her doing stand up like 20 years ago. And
it's like you really stuck to your grind.
Yeah, and she just got booed. Like, people knew who she was, obviously, but she
wasn't blowing up like this.
She just got booming. Kevin Hart also. He was doing this shit for a while. He knew Tiffany Haddish back then when they both were like regular ass.
Nobody.
I think Kevin Hart like was definitely famous before Tiffany Haddish, but like they knew each other for so long. Like, and so it does take that relentless hard work, and we can even correlate that to us going to school, because I was telling my baby cousins, I was like, I started school when I was 4 and I have 4 weeks left. Like, I started school when I was 4 years old.
You're 26. I'm 26.
I'm 26. And
I'm gonna graduate when I'm 26.
Yeah, and it's like, so we've been in school for 22 years of our entire life. Because I say 4 because preschool, like that was school. We played Mozart.
True that. True.
But like we really have been doing this for so long, and it's like, so we can't be sitting here being surprised that we have a master's. Like, yeah, we've been in school for fucking forever.
And you know what? That reminded me. I was talking to someone this weekend, and she was saying how she was in nursing school and she dropped out, and she was trying to figure out like what she was gonna do. I was like, well, I chose my career because it's one of those that I know that doesn't go anywhere. I don't like it, but I know if there's a recession, who's going to get fired? Not me.
That's why my parents, you actually went straight yourself, but that's why my parents recommended what I did for me, because it was like, I tell everyone, your degree is a backup plan.
It's definitely a plan B.
That's all it is.
The only instance where it's a plan A is if you know you're going to medical school, or if you're going to be an engineer, like, because,
or if it's your passion, like you really were like, I've always wanted to be this, and
fuck that.
None of us I have not been like, I've wanted to be a lab manager my whole life. Like, this is what I've wanted for myself. Like
I didn't even know what a neurophysiologist was before I got hired.
Right.
So I for damn sure didn't want to be this all my entire life.
But at least I know that, I'm a finance major, so I understand the recessions and stuff. Is my dog humping again?
Yeah, your dog's fucking that pillow up.
Okay, is he humping it though?
Yes.
Okay, so my dog was asleep, and now he's awake, and he's Bradley.
He's getting it cracking, y'all. He got that relentless work ethic for that pillow.
And I almost whooped him, and he growled at me, and I was like, "You bitch ass."
Dick is important.
Oh my God, Jesus.
He feels that too.
Okay, fine. He laid his weak ass, stupid ass down. He needs to stay down. Anyway, but yeah, what was I saying?
You were talking about education being a plan B.
Yeah, like it's definitely plan B. And yeah, if it's your passion, like that totally makes sense. But for a lot of us, it just ain't.
No.
And for a lot of us, we thought it was. And then our minds changed.
We got that realization real quick and we were like, yeah, no, fuck that.
And we're definitely in the age range too, where a lot of people that we know, our peers, are like, oh, I don't know what I want to do and all. But it's like, you just need to work hard at what you need to do. Don't be sitting here. And this is the thing, because me and Ashley are traveling a lot this year. So if you go on our IG and stuff, you will notice that we're like here and there and there. But it doesn't mean that we're spending all of our fucking time traveling. We're not spending all of our fucking time at parties. We're not spending all of our time bullshitting, basically. Yes, I haven't gone out enough to now. I'm like, Nina, you need to make sure you get out of the house.
You know what? I was just telling myself, like, I be seeing people going out and I'm just like, I really don't want to do that.
I really don't.
Like, I really don't want to do that. Like, I would really just like I like chilling with my friends at their house, or like we do something small. Like, look, we'll go get lunch and then like go back and chill it at somebody's spot. Like, I am completely fine with that all the time, and it saves you more money.
Yeah.
But it's just like now seeing people go in the club, spending like $500 on a bottle. Like, I saw a tweet on Eugene's page and it was like, going out to the club and spending $300 on a bottle is fiscally irresponsible now that I'm 25. Like, now that I think about it. And somebody replied and was like, did you spell physically wrong? Like, bitch.
Just had to give that person a moment of silence,
because you're baby child. Please at least click and hold the word or type it into your phone before you try and prove a point and prove yourself to be an idiot.
What's physically irresponsible?
Physically. Okay. That means, like, to me, that would be like, if you said that physically irresponsible, it'd be like eating something you know that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Not spending $500 on a bottle because it has to do with money and the word fiscal relates to money.
That's so ridiculous.
But not everybody knows these things.
Knows words mean things. The read. Yeah. Grammar. What's another quality of people who are successful?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Let me get back to it.
Right.
The fourth one is empathetic ability. This is one you and I will not like, and it's because to execute deals and grow business, you need to be able to get along with people.
Okay.
We don't like talking to people.
The thing is, that's the thing. Okay, because like how I was just saying that, like, I'm actually forcing myself to go out. That's tied into that, is where I'm forcing myself to be social.
Yeah.
Go to these. And the crazy thing is, I've gotten so many fucking contacts recently. And the funny thing about that is I'm getting contacts related to shit that I actually am doing with my business. So it's fucking surprising. You just
gotta talk to people.
You just have to talk to people, because obviously I'm not going in there like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this from my business. Like, but the fact that I'm speaking to people and talking to them, they're spurting out things that they're just talking to me, blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh wait, oh, you have a connection to this? Oh, I'm doing this, so it definitely is beneficial. And yes, it is hard to talk to people, and I hate small talk.
Me too, with the passion.
Small talk.
I don't know how to do it.
I mean, you do it. It's just we don't like it.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know how to do it well.
No, I think you do it. You just don't realize when you do. Because think about it, like, I mean, at work you do talk to some people casually, but you are small talking to some people. Like, I small talk to some people. Like, my coworkers, I talk normal to, but like to bosses and stuff, I do small talk a little bit, and I hate it so much.
I be trying it with my manager, but I think she's at the point where she knows that I'm sick of this shit. Because, like, sometimes I just don't entertain it. Like, I don't. I just don't have the energy for it.
Yep.
Because y'all stay asking me to do a lot.
Well, so far these qualities have been good for us. So
yeah, let's continue. See where we're falling short.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay.
The next one is creativity.
Okay.
And new money don't come from old ideas. That's what it says on the website. That's
new
really funny.
Money don't come from old ideas.
But like, if you're trying to start a weave business, like, and
oh yeah, the hair.
That's one of the ones you got to be creative as fuck.
Yeah.
Because literally everybody has weave hair.
Yeah, and there's so many stylists who are not only selling weave hair now,
but installing too
very well.
Yes.
So that's a very
like Anthony
market.
Cuts. He's like my first weaveologist that I have followed.
Really?
Yes, that was the first one that I was like, oh my god, death. And I think I watched like every video on his page.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the Styles by Ski that Amuche sent us. It's like frontals.
Oh, those frontals that are bombing
she
shit.
slays the fuck out of those frontals. Like, how in the world? But it's also the net material that they use too. So I'm learning.
The lace.
I have a frontal right now, and I'm learning more about frontals. So I'm definitely gonna actually buy another one with the actual like lace, because it's like black people lace. They have brown skin lace, and I'm like, that's
man. As long as yours doesn't look like how Nicki Minaj's did at the BET Awards.
Oh, how did hers look?
When she had the little short hair, that shit was fucked. Like, she had short hair on one side and then the rest was all long, and then like the short hair side was fucked up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, poor girl.
People made fun of her.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj, they were basically, I was hearing conversations about her, because I'm very impartial, I don't care about her, you know, but they're like, she is like pushing 36, and it's like, you do need to transform out of like so much sex, because you are like, I get it, because you're sexy,
that's what she got her body made for, is to promote sex.
Yeah. And it's like her audience, like she has her audience is wide. Like, she has little ass kids following her, you know, because they're especially like little gay kids who are kind of like exploring their sexuality. It's like, so it's really hard, but
and it's scary because she has a song called Rich Sex. Like, if he could buy you a Benz, rich sex. Like, it's basically saying like, sell your pussy, bitch.
Yeah, if he gives you nice things, give him your pussy.
No thanks.
Let's not do that.
Not everybody's deserving.
Right. Get tested. Okay.
Get tested. Use condoms. Pick your sexual partners wisely, because you can always have a baby.
Birth control.
Unless you're infertile, then.
Ooh, shit. That got dark.
Be wild.
That got
live
real
your
dark.
God-given life.
Okay. Oh shit.
Okay, so moving on. Another trait of a billionaire entrepreneur is the ability to motivate others. I think I have this.
I need to work on that, because not that I can't do it, it's that I don't do it.
And that's one thing I do. So like, anytime like I see my friend doing something, or like I feel like they're, I don't know, out of their comfort zone or something like that, I'll message them like, oh my God, like, keep doing this. I love it. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I recently had somebody tell me like, yeah, I value your opinion because like you always been there. And I was just like, oh, okay.
That's funny, because as you're saying that, I was like, oh, I have been doing it, but I'm doing it subconsciously,
exactly,
which is good.
It's because it's like, it's genuine,
it's natural. Yeah, because
genuine.
OJ, who, like, you know, he was on our show, he posted what did he collab with? We already know he's an ambassador for Muscle Farm,
Fashion Nova,
and then Fashion Nova just reposted him like today. There was something that he did. It might have been another Muscle Farm commercial. He's literally doing all these commercials. I believe it was Muscle Farm, but I was telling him, I was like, I'm really proud of you. Like, you're really out here doing this, like, and I was like, I put the Nigerian flag, because I was like, you are representing.
Oh yeah, I remember it was like a commercial. It was like a picture.
It was Muscle Farm, right?
Yeah,
it was, and he said, "Niger, no, they come last." Because Niger, like, Nigerian people, we just don't come in last place. I don't know what to tell
hard
you.
Workers.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just our parents beat our ass for a reason, you know. Like, we weren't able to go outside for a reason. Yeah, my dog is a fucking psychopath. I wish he would sleep longer.
I can't even move the pillow. He is wild.
He'll bring it back for you to throw it too. So that's good, and that's funny, because people probably hear this and be like, "Oh, I do it subconsciously too," because I'm like, damn, I do be rude people.
I'm always gassing people.
I just hit my friend up, the one who I told you is like, oh, I don't have a passion, and I was like, well, I actually said this yesterday. I was like, well, if you need any help, feel free to like ask me. I am here to help. I'm always here to help my friends and fellow black people.
Just don't think I'm gonna do it for you. Help does not mean do for you.
And my cousin needs to start applying for university, but he's not from America, so I told him, I was like, you need to do this, get it to me by, you know, I was like, get it to me by this date, so you don't, because I was like, you have essays to write and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, I actually am doing it. I just it is subconscious.
And I wrote one of my friends, I won't say his name, I wrote one of his letters of recommendation so he could get into school, and that nigga got in. Like, I will gas you, like, just give me the fuel and I'll gas you. That's all that I need, and I will do anything for you.
Oh my God,
except for die.
We have qualities similar to billionaires. Oh my God.
The next one I feel like you really have, especially because you're Nigerian, is constant dissatisfaction. And I feel like I have that too, because you know how we'll be talking sometimes, I'm like, bitch, I'm stupid as shit. Like, I'm dumb as fuck. I'm not smart. Like, I don't even know why people think I'm smart.
I just say the same thing. I'm like, I'm not smart, I study.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
But it's like, at the end of the day, like, when my peers talk to me in class, I'm like, oh. And it's not like, oh, y'all niggas is dumb as fuck. It's like, oh, I see why people think I'm smart. And it's not that I'm smart. It's just that I pay attention to detail and I follow directions. And that's I'm not complaining that much, but that's part of the reason we didn't get a perfect score on our project, because I couldn't look at it. So I could have gotten an A in my class and not an A minus, but we're not going to dwell on that. It was my birthday week and I fucked up.
Yeah, I remember telling you, like, I'm insatiable. I've noticed that I'll reach these milestones and I'll have to actually like my car, for example. When I'm sitting in my car, sometimes I have to be like, remember that you got this car. Like, do not be sitting here upset that you don't have the next car you want. Right. Remember that you just got this one. And I really have to be sitting and telling myself that, because it's like you will forget all of your accomplishments once they are accomplished, and then you'll be at zero again. Yep. And social media obviously fucks that up for people too, because people are like, this person's doing so well, but social media is
they
fake.
only show you like 25% of their life.
Yeah,
the other 75 you don't see.
You don't see shit, and it's like they're putting on outfits just to take a picture. They're putting on makeup just to take that picture.
They're going to a location just to be there.
So if you're insatiable, at least hopefully it's not about social media. And we talk about this on a million episodes, but it's like,
but it's it's a high impact. Like in this day and age, like social media affects so much of our lives.
Yeah, and it's like I'm insatiable. You know what I'm really concerned about is when I reach my goal. I'm
like, do I want more?
Yeah, when I reach my goals, am I gonna be like, I'm not happy? You know,
I mean, probably not. Like, especially since we always think like amongst ourselves that we're so stupid and that we're not accomplishing anything, and it's like, compared to a lot of people, we are well off. Yeah. Compared to a lot of people we went to high school with, we're well off. Yeah. And we're still like, damn, I ain't shit yet. Like, I ain't made it. Like, I don't have anything. Like, I still live at home. Like, but it's like, but I'm living at home. Like, we're living at home. Yeah. Like, you're about to move back out of choice. Like, you don't gotta fucking come back.
That's out of whole choice.
I said whole choice.
I said, oh, can I move back in the day after graduation?
Okay.
Let me just move in the day after graduation.
Keep shuffling that money to my savings account.
And it's like all the studies have come out about millennial generation is the first generation to have so many people living at home, and also the studies about how expensive it is for millennials to live in California. Yep, it is so staggering. Like, if you guys, I'm not gonna say, but if you guys knew how much I was paying for the bedroom I live in LA, you would be like, holy shit. Yep. You know, so it's like I mean, obviously we don't mind living at home because it's like chill to live at home. I don't know.
I love it.
Other people's situations
for the most part, I love it.
And, you know, I have a lot of space, and that's all I really want.
I got a secure parking spot.
Right.
I ain't gotta pay rent.
We have parking. Don't gotta pay no rent. Like
I still give my parents money for some bills. Yeah. So
we help out.
And if they need to borrow money, hell yeah, I'm letting them borrow money. I ain't using it.
Right. Sure did give my dad money. Yeah. I was like, go ahead, hold that.
Like, how long have you been taking care of me? And then you're taking care of me all over again.
Right.
So I'll give you, like, if you need to borrow money, borrow it.
Because naturally, as a parent, they can't help but to put food in the fridge. You know?
Exactly.
So I've been when I come home, because I still live in LA right now, when I come home, I can't help but to open the fucking fridge. Yeah. Because I'm like, there's fucking cooked food in here.
You know what I realized? My mom buys food for me.
My
mom buys food for me.
Ashley was here. My dad called me,
hooked us up,
and said, what do y'all want to eat? I said, y'all, are you talking about Ashley too? He was like, yeah. My dad bought me food and then bought Ashley food. What is parenting?
And he even let me order. I'm like, this is different.
We modified our order and added avocado. And you know, the avocado is an extra $1 per person. So I'm just like, thank God for our parents, first of all.
They're really out here looking out.
Yeah, they're helping us. But
that's why I'm about to hook my dad up for his birthday.
Yeah, and it's like, I know, I gave both my parents movement watches for their birthdays. So freaking nice watches. And it's like, I hope to be parents like this also.
Me too.
The qualities from my mom that I really want is like, my mom can save money like nothing I've ever seen in my life. Learn. And then she can clean like nothing I've ever seen in my life. And
all black moms.
Yeah, like, oh my God, like when I move into
Hispanic moms.
You know how you move into your house and you clean it first? Yeah. Obviously, you're gonna have your mom come over and help you clean. You know, like it's one of those things. Like, I need you to help. When I moved into my dorms, moved my apartment, my mom came. I was like, please help start cleaning, please.
And they always like buy you little stuff.
Yeah, they always have a whole bunch of shit too, so they just start giving stuff away to you,
which I'm cool with.
Yeah, so it's like, what topic was that under?
That was under
unsatiable,
constant dissatisfaction. So basically insatiable.
And you know, as I'm Nigerian, it's like my parents were always constantly not satisfied with me.
Exactly. That's why I said it's real important to you.
And you grow up and they're like, this is why we were like this. Because now you're graduating with your master's.
Yep. And they're like, you're perfect.
and now you have a good paying job. And I'm like, Okay, yep, you weren't full of shit. All right.
And with me, I don't know. Like, I feel like my parents are really lax. So I'm like, I don't know how I turned out how I did.
Well, didn't you say it was kind of like you're the baby, so you took the example from everybody else?
Show fuck did.
Yeah,
because all my siblings got 3 kids.
Oh shit!
All of them.
Oh wow! Wow!
And all of them had them before they were married.
Oh.
All of them have tattoos.
Oh wow!
All of them.
We don't,
I think all
crazy?
of them had their tongue pierced.
Whoa!
Yeah, and they all got in trouble. Yep.
That's funny.
Yep. They all got in trouble for like their first tattoo and stuff.
That's funny.
One of my sisters got her nigga name on her, like dumb shit.
All right. It's funny because I'm forgetting that we both don't have tattoos.
Nope.
But obviously we're gonna get them once once we start working. It's just like, you know how like you can work with a tattoo now, but it's like I'd rather look clean. Yeah, like there's no rush, and it's really like and I saw on Instagram somebody getting a tattoo and it did not look that great. Yep. And
that's the code.
I'm not willing to do that. I want to go to them niggas.
Somebody's professional as fuck.
The niggas who are going viral
me a lot.
on Instagram.
Please charge me a lot for my tattoo.
Charge me a shit ton. They're literally, their art is so good. They are on the explore page every fucking day. Yep. Like they're so viral.
I love watching the ones that they wipe the foam off,
or when they rotate the arm and you see the whole like. I have to go to and I follow those guys because I'm like,
me too.
When I get my, I'm gonna get a sleeve, you know. But I know that I'm not gonna do it until like I'm a business owner and we've hit profitable, because profit doesn't start till 3 to 5 years after your business opens. So I'm like, once we hit profit, I'm getting my whole arm blasted.
I don't know if I'll be able to convince myself to get a neck tat because I've always wanted one.
Oh, that'd be kind of cute.
I want one.
Yeah, that would. I mean, you would have to go to one of them expensive ass niggas.
Fuck yeah.
Because he would give you something stupid.
Yeah. And I'm down for that.
I don't want 2 sleeves, but I want like a sleeve down one arm and then kind of like just spread it like all like, or like half my body. One girl did that on Black Ink, a Duchess.
Yeah.
She said like her grandma didn't like tattoos, but she obviously loves tattoos. Yeah. So the only way she can kind of pay respect to her grandma was like, I'm only gonna tattoo half of my body.
Until she ran out of space.
Yeah. No. Yeah, because she actually got this really nice one in her center chest. It was really fucking nice.
I'm thankful my parents didn't let me get tattoos as a child because I would have got some fucked up ones.
Oh my god, all the people from high school that got tattoos. Sorry, because I know some of y'all might be listening, but damn, they came out ugly.
My nigga, what?
That was a bad idea. But sorry, we're super off track.
So many people getting tattoos in garages.
Okay. Don't ever get a full back tattoo for $120 because we know someone who did that, looking like a dumbass. Anyway.
Jesus.
Anyway.
Wait. Real quick tangent. Remember that time in high school somebody posted a picture of their tattoo?
Oh!
And everybody was like, wait, my nigga, you really paid somebody? Like, no, and it was like those palm trees in California.
Yes. And then we ran into him at my school, Ashley. Okay, so we were in high school. We see a picture, like people were
That was in college.
Okay, it was college, right?
Freshman year.
So we see a picture. We're like, this is the shittiest tattoo. Oh my God. It's just a picture that we just saw somewhere. And then we have a kickback at my fucking apartment. I don't know how they got there.
Me either. I feel like it was like Damo and them.
Oh yeah, somebody.
And some of the like extension of their friends.
So like someone that Ashley knew from childhood who was cool, he brought his friends, and come to find out, one of the friends he brought, he took his shirt off, and we said,
nigga,
that's the nigga with the tattoo
was
fucking. Yeah, and it was bad.
It was more than that because you watched.
I watched the whole thing. That was a crazy night. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
anyway. I mean, I didn't do anything.
Me either.
But let me not expose other people.
Right.
But yeah,
we used to have some wild ass friends.
Yeah, and I used to drink way too much alcohol.
Me too. But Bacardi is the devil.
My body doesn't even accept alcohol.
No,
anymore.
I can't drink hard liquor. I could drink champagne.
My body's like, what, bitch? You had a shot?
Oh, you want to throw up?
I think I had like the other night. I had like 3 or 4 margaritas.
How?
And then smoked.
What?
Yeah, that's why I was hungover.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
I went to a bar and they had the firest fucking margarita. Like, oh my God. Like, I had to drink that whole thing. And it literally, I took 2 sips of it and was like, I'm drunk. And I still had a whole cup left. But anyway, sorry.
Okay.
Billionaires.
Back to being about that shmoney.
Yeah.
Willingness to take risk.
Okay.
Yeah, that is true. So one thing I was reading, I don't remember the name, and I have to stop being this horrible because I'm being Angela Yee.
Zing.
So there's this guy, and he's like this world famous motivational speaker, and he said, one thing that I say to entrepreneurs is, if you're really serious about it, quit your job, because that'll really make you have that fire under your ass. Like, damn, I need to make this shit work. Like, if this shit does not work, I do not have a place to live. I don't have money to put a roof over my head. I don't have money to get clothes, buy gas, all that shit. And then what rapper was it? I think it was like
Who quit their
Little
job?
Uzi. No. He got face tats. So he said he had to focus more on his rapping, like, so he had to make it work. It might not have been Little
That is so
Uzi,
stupid,
but it was one
but
rapper
I
that
get you.
put tattoos on his face, so he said he would have more motivation
Bradley, stop.
to really care about
Bradley, sorry.
But
this is
so
us. This is us.
he said he got face tats so he would be less likely to be hired at a job, so it would urge him to really be serious about his rap career.
That okay.
If that's your MO, if that's what gets you popping, gets the juices flowing, you know, the creative juices, do your thing. I'm never going to tattoo my face to make myself quit a job.
Right. And on Shark Tank, they do say, like, because sometimes they'll come up and they'll be like, oh, I'm a full-time doctor, and oh, I'm a full-time, like, accountant, and they're both partners, and they're like, you guys are both full-time employees. Who's running the company? And then, like, which I'm going to do for mine also, is they say, like, once we reach the funding that we want, which is why we're on Shark Tank, I'm going to quit my job. And I'm the same way.
Okay.
Once we land, like, our, like, just, you know, business licenses and shit. So it's like, once we land our licenses that allow us to operate, that's when I'm going to quit my job. You know, like, when we're literally allowed to operate is when I'm going to quit, because I'm going to work for somewhere else, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I'm going to have my own shit. I'm going to be my paycheck. I'm going to be a boss.
Oh my gosh. And I can't wait to have paychecks that are bullshit.
Ooh,
Because we're
yes.
going to know exactly what our paycheck is going to be before we get it.
Is it illegal to write your own paycheck? No.
No,
'Cause you own your own
we
business.
don't write it. We have to go through payroll.
Okay.
So we're going to have to hire, like, a payroll company to do our payroll for us.
Okay.
So, but we will know
Yeah,
how much
what
money
it
we're
is.
getting. And if we own the business, we can pay ourselves what we
I think
want.
I deserve a bonus this month.
Right. I mean,
That's so weak.
but it's like, we're going to be stakeholders. So once there's profit, we're literally going to make bonuses every month. But it's like, or it might be yearly. We'll have to talk to an accountant. But
We'll see.
you know, that it is willingness to take risk. And I told Ashley, I was all like, well,
It's risky as fuck to making a business because it can fail.
yeah. And I'm like, if I have one passion, which it's like, because I'm one of those people who is like, I didn't really have a passion. I just know
I'm alive and I'm here.
Right. And I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to have a boss. So it's like, once I found a passion, it's like, well, I don't have any other passions. Like, what the fuck? I might as well take the risk, because what the fuck else am I going to do? The same shit I'm doing now.
No.
You know? And so it's like, you do have to be willing to take that risk. That shit is very important. I'm definitely willing to take the risk for the shit we're doing. We just have to be, as long as you're if you're responsible, because I did just talk to a man who told me he invested in an industry without doing all the research behind the industry he invested in, and he hasn't received any money back. And I was like, see, that's what happens. What's the next one?
The next one is coachability and hyperfocus.
If we're coachable.
Coachability is very important. You have to be able to take constructive criticism, or if somebody tells you, oh, you are doing it this way, but I think this way would be better, you have to be able to take that.
Yeah.
And hyperfocus is kind of just like the same as like the unwilling, like the dissatisfaction, always being dissatisfied.
Yeah.
So you're always focusing on how to be better.
Yeah. And it's like, in your industry, yeah, you want to start your own business, but like me and Ashley were just saying, you're going to have to, if you have employees, you're going to have to hire payroll. You're going to have a bank account. You're going to have not only an accountant, but you might have to have I think every business should have a lawyer. So you're going to have a lawyer. You're going to have to, and it's like, they're going to tell you things. And first of all, quick tip, get a lawyer, accountant, blah, 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 who are in your industry. Do not just hire an accountant who just graduated. You know, obviously we want to give these people jobs. I get it. But I think it's less risk if you hire someone who has been working in your industry for so long, because that's where the coachability comes in. They're going to have to tell you, you know what, this is how this gets done. I know you don't know this, but this is how this gets done. And I'm looking forward to having, me and Ashley are actually going to have a conference call soon. It's so unimportant, but it's like, it just like, I know that they're going to have so much to tell us, just because it factors actually a huge part. Okay. But like I was talking about, like, coachability, it's going to be very beneficial, because there's going to be people who have worked in your industry, especially if you have investors who have been in your industry. They're going to teach you things. Obviously, you shouldn't take every single piece of advice every person gives you, but extract from there the important facts, because I've already learned stuff from people I'm a business major, finance major. So even my teachers have taught me so much. So you do want to be open and you do want to be hyper focused on what you're doing, because if you're lazy, there's so many lazy people right now who just want to like do the bare minimum and then just take Instagram pictures, and that's not going to get them where they need to be. Maybe in a long time, but not now. So
shit,
that's
I don't
my
know,
part.
unless it gets you a sugar daddy. I mean, I feel like a lot more people have been willing to be sugar babies, like, as of late. And I mean, like, I get it. Bills got to be paid.
But it's also the culture that we're in. The culture that we're in is too expensive for people, for us to afford. Like, I see people who are younger than me or my age that are not working the same type of job as me, but I'm like, you own a lot of expensive shit, and I'm like, there's something not adding up here.
It's like, how do you get that?
Yeah, it's not adding up. Like, especially if they say that their parents don't help them pay for shit. It's like, oh, so you're doing something. You're selling.
You're sucking dick.
And it's funny because I wanted to do that about a person and then actually found out that they did have a nigga paying for all their shit. So it was like, I didn't even ask. Like, someone just told me, and I was like,
I remember.
Okay. Well, that adds up,
To me, that's only fun for a while.
Until he wants some sugar.
Yeah.
When the sugar daddy actually wants some sugar.
Start crying.
Like that video by Lala Milan. That was so funny. But yeah.
All right. The last one is big picture thinking. So big ideas require big picture thinking. Billionaires are dreamers whose willingness to win is strong enough for them to fight through every obstacle in their way. I mean, that makes sense, because like, a lot of these people, they say that they've struggled for years, they gave up, tried again, and then they like were like, okay, like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm really gonna put my best foot forward and think of the future and what I can have if I really stay in it and stay committed to it, instead of giving up because one little obstacle has risen. Like, life ain't easy. Obstacles are gonna come all the time, and the bigger the picture you have of making, just think of the bigger obstacles you're gonna have to overcome.
Right. And that's I think that is going to be the hardest part for me, because the fact that, like, shout out to freaking these comedians like Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart and all those famous comedians who have been doing it for so long. And it's like, that's how you know it's their passion, because they didn't see any results for so long and they continued to do it. That's the hardest part, is like, if you fail and then fail and then fail and then fail, but you have to keep doing it because it's your passion, it's like, maybe that's why I generalize, and I'm like, my goal is to be a business owner. I know I'm going to own a business. That's it. Like, I know exactly what I want to do, but I know I'm going to own a business, and I have to get out of, and like, I'm sure a lot of us have to get out of, like, if we fail, giving up, because there's a lot of people, like, especially music artists and shit, like, they do it for so long. Most of them never make it. And then the ones that do have been doing it for so long before they saw some result from it. So that's definitely very important.
It is important, because I know me, I always, like, when I think of my future, it's me being stress free, me being able to be home with my kids whenever I have them,
right,
and me being able to work out and just be happy. Like, I see my future and I see happiness, and to me that means I ain't working for nobody. Because like, I can't really see myself in a position where I could stay there and be happy for forever. Like, that just doesn't even gonna, like.
And the exercise thing, I was about to say that part when you said it, because it's like, when you exercise, you feel better. So the fact that you're so busy because of work, and me, it's like work and school, like you are like taking away time that you could be building serotonin, not only like bettering your health, but bettering your mental health. And it's like, that's the big picture thinking, is getting yourself to that point that you want to actually be at, the point where not only can you go to the gym wherever you want, but you can afford to put a gym in your house.
And that is my goal.
That's the ultimate goal, to have a gym in the house. So you can stop paying for a fucking membership.
Exactly. And I just convinced Rashad, because he was like, yeah, I was thinking about it. Because like, every time like we go look at houses or we talk about having a house in the future, I'm like, we need to have a garage big enough to where I could have a home gym. And he's like, and he's always like brushing me off about it. But then he was like, no, I thought about it. And he was like, when we have kids and we want to work out, like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, you can't always leave the house.
And I was like, exactly why I want one at home. Like, I don't want to always have to leave to go work out. All I need is a Stairmaster, a row machine, a squat rack, and we good. Like, that's literally it, and some free weights, and I could do anything.
Exactly. Free weights, the squat rack. I love ellipticals, and then the Stairmaster.
Stairmaster is my baby,
and that would be it. And I'd be
like,
good
that's
to go.
It. That's all I need.
Yeah,
and home workouts will be lit.
And just put a big ass mirror on the wall.
Yep, and then you put the little mats on the floor. You could buy those.
Oh yeah, the ones that look like little puzzle pieces.
Yeah. but like the gym quality ones. Like one of my old coworkers, she did this to her garage. She converted it, half of it, into a gym, and she put the padding down, got the weight racks, got everything in her garage so that like she and her husband can work out at home because they have 2 kids.
What about when it's hot as fuck though? Because I'm
Suffer.
No, I'm gonna have to put an AC unit in there.
You could get an AC. They have those.
Because think about it, like if you know, I mean, you don't watch the Kardashians videos, but they actually do work out in
their garage.
And you know they have an AC unit.
Yeah.
Because they're rich.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like we're not saying we're gonna be Kardashian rich because I ain't finna fuck to get famous.
Be.
I mean, make a sex tape. You and Rashad drop that sex tape when you're famous.
Look out for that 2021.
Okay. And but yeah, it's like we do want to have the amount of money towards like, yeah, we live in California and we just had the worst heat wave.
And if I could live in Hidden Hills, that would be great.
Because Drake.
And just because I want to live out there, I like how far it is detached from LA. Like you still are close to LA, but you're not in the heart of LA. And that's something that like I don't really want for myself.
Yeah, and I plan in the future for my future home to barely anyone knows where I live. Except for like family.
Important people.
Family and close friends.
Just like I was asking important people this weekend for their Abbies, a picture of them for their phone Abby. I'm like, I need to customize my phone a little bit.
Yeah, so pictures pop up instead of just like a name and nothing. Yeah, that makes sense.
And so it's like easier to tell who's calling me.
Right, instead of having to look at the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
big facts in this episode, y'all.
Yeah, we want to know you guys' ideas too. Do you feel like you already have these qualities, or do you feel like these are some things you need to work on? You know, because half of these I'm like, damn, I have it, and half of these I'm like, okay, I could work on it a little bit more. So we're definitely interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. And don't forget, you can find us on Apple.
Bitch.
Oh, look at God.
Yeah.
I forget every fucking week. And I already know my look at God. Look at God, guys. I have 4 more weeks left in my master's program.
Look at God. I'm gonna be generic once again because this job is fucking trying me. I'm 1 step closer to quitting this fucking job. The countdown has begun. I'm ready to fucking go. And when I found out that I'm graduating in March,
that's crazy.
That bitch is ready.
That's fucking crazy.
But remember, you started school in August and you're finishing in August. I started school in March and I'm ending in March.
That's crazy how it's 1 year.
So it's the same shit.
That's cool that it's 1 year. Man.
Yeah, look at God for this program being 1 year. Because
God really.
If I had to do a 2 years master program, a bitch wouldn't get it.
I was thinking about that like this
People
past
do
week.
that.
I was like, damn, if this program was 2 years long, I would be crying still. Because I was crying at the beginning of my program.
Yeah.
But it was because I wasn't close to the end. Now I'm not crying because I'm like, bitch, I'm done, bitch.
Man, fuck
bitch.
it. We ain't got to worry about grades ever again.
Oh my
this.
God. The only way I'll get a PhD is if I'm getting paid for it. Because master's seems like all you really need.
Like, boy, shit.
Okay. But yeah, look at God. Just so you guys remember, now that we did that since I forgot. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. You're going to search Young and Getting It Podcast. There's no G at the end of Getting. There's an apostrophe, Young and Getting. Please subscribe. Please rate and review. We really love to hear from you guys. You can also find us on soundcloud.com/WeAreYAGIP. Please follow us on there. You can comment on there also. And, you know, obviously you can listen to our episodes on there on all of these platforms. Also on YouTube.com, you're going to search Young and Getting It Podcast. Same thing. No G at the end. There's an apostrophe instead. You're going to see all of our episodes are live, not live, but our videos with our special guests, and you can listen to our audio episodes on there too. You'll see a cartoon version of us, which I think is super fucking cool. Also listen to us on GooglePlay, Stitcher, and Pocket Casts.
And you can also find us on the wonderful Twitter and on Instagram under the same username at YAGI_podcast. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/YAGIPOD. We also have our website, weareYAGIP.com. Apparently I can't count. And then we also have our email address, ashleyandninapod@gmail.com. And then last but not least, the newest addition to the bunch is our phone number where you can text us at 323-486-3811. Send us messages. We looking out for them.
We love hearing from you guys. Thank you for listening to another episode. This is episode 36. Oh my God. In the books.
All right.